Hello. Let me check my microphone. Hi, everyone. So I need to. I need to get a new barber because I was supposed to be outside dipping it and doing it, but because my barber decided that he's just gonna be late and then not show up, here we are. So I was trying to learn some things. I went for a run after I found out he's not going to do it be here. I went for a run. Then ended up at like a Best Buy. Is it Best Buy with electronics? And I bought what do you call this? A Nintendo Switch because I saw Alicia playing Nintendo Switch on her um computer live, and I was like, oh my god, I want to do that with Super Nintendo games. So I got it. Why did this take me all day, literally 5 hours, to figure out how to connect it to the computer, how to share the screen, how to use it, how to download the Super Nintendo games? Like, it took, I didn't edit any of my videos that I wanted to edit because of this, and I'm so frustrated. Um, so we I just don't understand. So instead of going out to dip it and do it, um, I will be here with you all. This is a members live stream. I'm going to drop the link in a minute for people to come on because we need to discuss Love is Blind. But before we do that, I found this man online just like randomly. Just randomly found this man online, and oh, the snail mucin is mucining. A period. Anyway, this man online, and I wanted y'all to listen to this with me because I was listening to some of it, and it sounds like he's telling people to abuse other people. That's what I'm getting. Um, I see the pack. Period. Thank you. I've been out. Look, I've been at the gym. Let me give you. No, no, let me stop. Let me stop. A period. And what about it? All right. So I want y'all to hear this man with me. I adore you. I adore you all. Give a twirl. Period. Let me give y'all a twirl. I'm kidding. Let me stop. All right. Period. Oh. All right, I'm glad you all are here with me. Tifa, thank you. I'm glad y'all are here with me. For the Love is Blind portion of the stream, I'm going to drop the link in so that you all can come up and like talk with me about it. But for this, I want y'all to hear this foolishness. Let me see if I can play the game while it plays. Let's see how this goes.
She's telling you right there, yeah, I don't respect the boundaries that we set. What's good with y'all, man? So your girl disappeared and she came back. She could have flaked, ghosted you, went out on a girl's night out, a little girl's trip, but she came back, right? So now we got to focus on making her pay. That's right, bro. We got to focus on making her pay. The thing about this, guys, you don't want to ever let bad behavior slide. You don't want to let disrespect slide. I'm assuming, guys, that you already laid down the foundation. You dealing with this chick. This ain't some chick you just started talking to. nor is this a foolish girl. Like, women out here know, the modern woman knows, guys. Don't let them slide with thinking they can play ignorant now. I'm telling you right now, 9 times out of 10, they know exactly what the hell they doing. They're trying to see if they can get away with it, though. You cannot let them get away with it. We got to punish you, baby. We got to punish them, fellas, when they think that they can just go against the grain like that, because she's telling you right there, yeah, I don't respect the boundaries that we set. Best believe you need to lay down the foundation from the jump, from the get-go when you're dealing with a chick. She has to know where you stand, fellas. But here's the deal. The reason why you do this is, number one, to obviously prevent the games. They end up wanting to play them anyway. Sooner or later, they're going to try to, and it's very unfortunate, but that's why you got to check them. You can't just let it slide. This isn't for you to get angry, bro. It's just like, you got to let them know that they messed up. They messed up. So now you got to get.
Guess what? Guess what? Let me tell you what just happened. Let me tell you what just happened. Let me tell you what just happened. The way I zoned him out. So I thought this would have been a great idea, because like I usually talk to my friends while I'm doing something. But the way that I don't know what this man just yeah, but say right. Girl, the way I zoned him out. Wait, give me 2 seconds. Let me figure something out. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get
put in timeout somehow, some kind of way. What are they going to respond to? This is what we need to focus on punishing them with. Here's the deal with women. They respond to mental and emotional stimulation. So what are you going to do? Think about that now. What are we going to do to make them see that, hey, you messed up, babe. You messed up, and now here are the repercussions. You have to pull back that stimulation that you give them. Women are always trying to find a way to connect to you emotionally and mentally and find new ways to infiltrate your mind. You're doing the same with her. That's how the connection is built. Now you pulling back on that. Now you pulling back on the valuable time, right? Keyword time here, that you can give them. You're not going extravagant with the gifts. You're not taking them out to these fancy dinner. Nah, baby, I'm coming through. What you cooking? All right, what you cooking? I ain't treated. What you cooking for me? You know what I'm saying? This is the simple punishment you do. All right? She gonna feel it. And depending on the severity, right? It's disrespect, but depending on the severity, like, the girls' night out is a different situation. I think that for a simple, you made your time available. She knew this was your only time, and she might have taken it for granted for the instance, and then tried to rebuttal real quick. Oh, but babe, I can't do it this time. But something came up low key. You might have known it was some bullshit. She just bullshit. All right, you gonna catch it on the rebound. Don't even worry about that. But if this is something like serious, I think a girl's night out is serious, bro. To me, that's serious, dog. You need to step out too. Like, if she over here telling you, I'm gonna step out, mind you.
This man is saying that women react to emotional stimuli. Don't organisms, like, are men not like humans? Do men not react to any of this? This is so weird to me. Let me play this. This is kind of so weird to me.
You already set the, bro. You was like, hey, I'm not tolerating that, and she tried it anyway. She disappearing, but she gonna come right back. She gonna try to act like it's cool. Her apology to that is, I'm gonna lay down, toot this ass up, let you go ham, let you go crazy as much as you want to, and that's gonna suffice. Or I'm gonna enthusiastically top you off, make you some eggs and bacon, and just let you rest all day. I'm not gonna run my mouth. That's nice. It sounds good, but that's not good enough, fellas. Right? That's not a punishment, in my opinion, because most of that she likes anyway. Right? Especially if you dropping it off. You step out too. I think you should step out too. And even if you don't step out, you need to make it aware in her mind that, okay, you want to do something this night, you want to have this girls' night, I'm going to do the same thing. But keep it ambiguous. If she starts asking questions, you want to not give a damn about what she got going on. You want her to be checking up on you. All right, that night. That night of activity, she should be checking up on you, reaching out to you. And you're going to keep everything ambiguous. You're going to be the one responding late. She calling you to check up on you to see what you're doing. And I've done this a few times, and it always works because the whole night she's sitting here thinking about you instead of doing whatever the hell, guys, they could be doing whatever the hell they doing with their girls. But if she's over here hitting you up.
All right, he just made me die. So I don't like none of that. But this only works, mind you. This absolutely only works if you are like an attractive guy. So there's a couple of things that I heard that I found weird and annoying. First of all, I don't want to speak out of term, but I'm going to. If the woman is finding excuses, let me take this shade off because y'all play entirely too much. If the woman is finding excuses to go hang out with her girls instead of hanging out around you, I promise you, she's probably not that into you. I can't speak for women, but I have been out with my girlfriends and the guy they're interested in just blinked, just like said hello, and they were like, look, I might be leaving in a minute, right? So if women are finding excuses, leaving plans so that they can go hang out with their friends instead of with you, they're probably not that into you. And if they're not that into you, the idea that you're going to punish them psychologically by not talking to them, or by telling them that they need to cook for you or do this to make up, it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work, girl. Just hang it up flat screen. So that's interesting. I think a more important part of this is if you and someone, you're planning a date or a get together, and the last minute they just flake without an excuse and they just want to not hang out with you, maybe you should reconsider sort of being with them or having a conversation about respect and boundaries, but pretending like you're busy when you're not because you feel slighted is a weird that's a weird that's a weird approach. These men just sound insecure because if you're not an insecure person, you just actually vocalize what it is that you want and know that you can walk away if you can't get what you want in a sort of mature, respectful way. You don't have to play these games. Why would you want to build a relationship and maintain communication with someone who is psychologically harming you on the woman's side and also on the man's side, because you obviously have psychological trauma around abandonment if you think that a girl having a girl's night out is a problem. You have issues, girl. You have issues. What happened to them getting passport? Apparently, they're getting unalived all over the world. So there is that. I feel like I don't like playing Mario on here also separately because it's looking like I don't know how to play, and I'm very good at it, I think, in real life. So I'm gonna go ahead and blame the controller. Ain't nobody know how to use that, and also the fact that there are so many eyes on me. 2 and 3, I'm trying to listen and do things.
Right, trying to notify you of where she's at and what she's doing, not knowing where you're at. What she's doing is hoping that you'll tell her what you got going on. That's the reason why you do this. You're letting her know That, okay, you wanted to do that. Now you're going to see how it feels. Now you're going to first off know why I set the boundary. But number two, you're going to see how it feels. So you keep everything ambiguous. Oh, I'm stepping out. You know what I'm saying? You want their mind to wonder. That's the mental, that's the emotional roller coaster that you're putting her on. Now you get put on this roller coaster and it's all entertainment for them. You know, it's dragging their emotions through the ringer. Oh, this manipulation. They're going to come in the comment section. Oh, that's manipulation and blah, blah, blah. It's like, but y'all wanted to play the games first. The only thing we doing here, we say, okay, so I just told you we could have just kept it cordial, but now you want to play these games. You want to go against the grain. You already know we ain't supposed to be doing this kind of stuff. This is activity I do not tolerate. Okay, you want to do it anyway and then try to get away with it. Oh, got you. So here's what we gonna do. Since you like to play games, baby, here's this game station I created. Here's the controller for it. You go, oh yeah, it's fun. This is fun. Yeah, it's fun. I know it's fun. I made it. I control it. That's how you got to see it, bro. If they want to do these things and step out on you, if they want to disappear randomly, you need to put them through a mental roller coaster, straight up and down. You need to do it. Mental manipulation ensues. That's what's going to be happening. That's their punishment, bro. That's their punishment. They got to get punished that way. And then they get punished in the bedroom right after. You're going to take it out on them. They're going to be like, damn, why did I even step out on him? If he was going to do this because, dang, I should have just been acting right. The only thing I've noticed is sometimes they want to act up on purpose to get you mad because depending on how...
Yeah, this ain't right. This ain't right. You want to know why this ain't right? I am not listening to this man at all. I imagine in person that you are not attracted to in the least bit. Try this. Can you imagine? Because what he's asking men to do is abuse women. That's literally what he. Sorry, I've been so focused on the game. Didn't know what was happening. And the buttons are very difficult to push. Anywho, let's go back here. I want to hear this part again.
Okay, you want to do it anyway and then try to get away with it. Oh, got you. So here's what we gonna do. Since you like to play games, baby, here's this game station I created. Here's the controller for it. You go, oh yeah, it's fun. This is fun. Yeah, it's fun. I know it's fun. I made it. I control it. That's how you got to see it, bro. If they want to do these things and step out on you, if they want to disappear randomly, you need to put them through a mental roller coaster, straight up and down. You need to do it. Mental manipulation ensues. That's what's going to be happening.
Ladies, I don't think y'all appreciating this chance to become more submissive. All these excuses for being better. I am not. Yeah, can you imagine if some man that you are barely attracted to, you're not even attracted to, try some of this? I feel like the first thing he should say is that this is for men who are attractive. That's the first caveat needed. Second, he should say this is for men who are not only attractive but who are looking to be emotionally abusive. Because those are the two. This is the only way this works. This is the only way this works. If you are attractive and abusive, that's it. That's all. There is no in between there. I love playing Switch. You gotta do a game night live. Oh, do you guys have it? Can we play? Can multiple people play? Can multiple people play? Because if we can, I'm down. Let me know. Thank God for therapy because I can't toxic any man. Not I can out toxic any man. Not I can. Hope you're having a happy and fun weekend, Themis. I am now. I am now. Thank you. You've been a member for 35 months. Thank you. All right, let's continue. Oh, I'm in. All right, someone need to tell me how to do this, and we can do like a game night because I am definitely down. Down like she's supposed to be. She down. Please tell me you have Mario Kart. I do have Mario Kart. Well, I have the 64 thing. Let me check. Let's look. Let's look what I have. Home. I just got it today, so I don't know any. I literally have no clue about any of this. Let's hope I have Mario Kart. It don't look like I have Mario. I don't. It don't look like I can get Mario Kart. I can buy Mario Kart. No, I'm not going to Twitch. I just want. Honestly, I only saw Alicia do this, and I was like, "Oh my god, that is so cute! I miss playing this very specific game." So all right, back to the back we go. Get your paper, pen, and now let the wisdom in. The wisdom in. Period.
That's their punishment, bro. That's their punishment. They got to get punished that way. And then they get punished in the bedroom right after. You're going to take it out on them. They're going to be like, damn, why did I even step out on him? If he was going to do this, because, dang, I should have just been acting right. The only thing I've noticed is sometimes they want to act up on purpose to get you mad, because depending on how good a thrashing you gave them in the bedroom, they're going to be like, oh, this is what I got to do to get this up out of him. I need to make sure that I agitate him or irritate him a little bit. It won't be on the level of a girl's night out or blatant disrespect, but sometimes girls do things on purpose to irritate you. And yeah, it's definitely immature woman behavior, but I mean, most of them fall in this category, I would say. And sometimes they do want to be playful and just heat you up a little bit so you can heat their ass up a little bit. So, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. You make adjustments on the fly. That's what we doing. You call audible on the play. You like to play games, you like to be entertained. Here the mental gymnastics go, except it's reversed. Usually we be the ones on that side. Usually, like, if a chick is doing this to you and she's telling you, oh, she's giving you a heads up of this girl's night out or this disappearance of this situation where she will be gone and she gonna be doing something and you don't really know what it is. Like, anytime she's sitting here entertaining it and planning that out, she kind of want that to be on your mind. You don't let it be. You got to be cool on that. You got to ease back on that. Okay, you be like, bet, I'm planning something too. I got something going on with the boys or something. You schedule something out. Anytime they're making a statement about what they done and blah, blah, you don't care. You don't care. But when they ask you a question about what you doing and what you got going on, keep it so ambiguous, keep it so open that it just leaves their mind to wonder, oh, what could he possibly be doing? Oh, me and the boys, oh, man. Can't wait for this. You hype it up like you super excited. Like, this is the first time you really finna have some fun. She's spending time with you and do they ain't.
You and the boys gonna have some. How you doing, sir? How you doing? You and the boys gonna go have some fun. You're gonna hype it up like you and the boys gonna go have some fun. For no reason, mind you, for zero reason. There is absolutely no reason, nada, none, that you are pretending that you're going to do something. Your girlfriend has an event planned with the girls. They're about to go do something. and you are upset about that, and instead of sitting down with your own feelings to figure out why you have abandonment mommy issues in that moment, you decide that you're going to play a game on her, and you're going to tell her that you and the boys are going to go have some fun. I wish you find the right one to tell you, oh, girl, period, go have your fun with the go have some fun with the guys, because she gonna go out and say her man's at a home and the packet full grown. Like, girl, what do you mean? Like, that is so toxic. Hi, Alyssa. Welcome to the membership. Like, this does not make sense to me, like, at all. So let me look if my sure. What would you? When would you be free? I'm just getting to an event. Let me know when you are done. The homie then I head to the a period.
Ain't been the real fun. The real fun is when I'm getting out with the boys and what we finna get into.
Yo, I feel like he's trolling. I feel the only TK, I adore you. I hope you come up tonight so I can tell you thank you in person. I truly, truly appreciate just how thoughtful you have been and consistent and caring. And I really like that you've been doing that in the chat. Please remember to like the video. I appreciate that. Maybe.
This is the first time you really finna have some fun. She's spending time with you, and nah, that ain't been the real fun. The real fun is when I'm getting out with the boys and what we finna get into.
The real fun is when I get with the boys and what we finna get into. All right, girl. All right. Are you sure you're trying to punish this woman, or are you trying to like do something else? I feel like let me explain something. I think it's so sad. I think it is actually really, really sad that we live in a world where homosexuality is frowned upon in the way that it is. I think a lot of people don't get to no, I don't know why I don't know. A lot of people want to be swallowed up. Is that baby oil? What is that, a baby oil emoji? Yeah, play too much. Nice, Crystal. Nope. No, I'm blocking y'all.
That's gonna be the real fun of, oh, I had such a great time and this and that. When she come back and asks you, like, she was blowing up your phone the whole night, and then she comes back, she calls her night early, she turns in a little bit earlier because she's like, oh, I want him to get home. She want to get you back too. She want to get you back quick. You pull up, you like so refreshed and like you just had a great time. She's over here wondering, questioning what was going on. Keep that same energy about it. Keep that same energy. This is at times where a chick is just acting up, and
all right. So I think I want to bring up the vetting conversation again. I don't think it's that people can't vet. I think it's that people lie to themselves. Because if this is the pinnacle of male thought, if this is the pinnacle of male thought for manipulation, we have problems. Like, how are y'all getting tricked and trapped in these fools? Imagine you wanting to go out with the girls. Obviously, you don't want to hang out with this person. And this person is like now telling you, oh, I'm going to hang out with the boys. Okay? Like, if you have a psychological breakdown, if you become overly concerned with him, you are also a problem. Just like because if you're going out with the girls and he's like, "Oh, you're going out with the girls, I'm going out with the boys, and I'm gonna have some fun," blah blah blah. Like, period. Go do you, while I go do me. Like the fact that he thinks that this should cause some kind of emotional disturbance feels like they're already presupposing a sort of toxic relationship. Because you have to have a toxic relationship for any time she goes out, you are like worried, losing your mind, your abandonment issues flare up. And you think when you say you're going to hang out with the boys, she has a bunch of emotional issues too. So you are presupposing like a really toxic relationship already. Like it has to be either you have cheated or she has cheated or something or almost cheated. There's no almost cheating for me. Like there's no, you either cheated or you don't. Like if there's a message going back and forth, you cheated. Like so that doesn't make sense to me. Why would you be in a relationship with someone you don't trust? Like for real, why would you be in a relationship with someone you don't trust? Like ill. Thanks, TK.
That's if you dealing with this chick, bro. If you dealing with this chick, this is a play that you gonna have, bro. This is clutch. This is clutch for you. If this is something as simple as
There's an answer. If someone did me dirty, I would stay in a relationship to like revenge. So hopefully it's for the plot. Hopefully you stay for the plot and not because you're like, oh my God, I'm still in love and I'm trying to make it work. That is weird. That is, if you don't trust that person, hopefully you're just there for the plot. Like, if you don't like, if you don't trust the person you're with, either know it's gonna end poorly and you're there for the plot, or leave. Don't actually try to make it work with someone you don't trust. That don't make sense.
the flake of a chick you just recently met, check out my last video I just dropped on, what to do if she ghosts you. And if this is a situation where she did that, where she offered a rebuttal, really apologize because she's really sorry, bro. If she's really doing that and she's really trying to get up with you, you need to see the proof. And if you do get out with her the next time, you pull back all your energy. She needs to be in a position of trying to please you in order for you to be happy with her. Because now she's in energy timeout. She's in aura timeout. She can't get this aura off of you. The good aura that she's missing.
Yeah, why? And I'm blaming women for this. Why y'all teach these men about metaphysics? Why did y'all teach these men about spirituality and aura? Why? 'Cause- if if you're giving off good aura that she wants, do you think she would be skipping out on you to go hang out with her friends? Like you have to first. What did Kamala Harris say? You have to figure out the context in which the context in which you live is based on some foolish. I don't remember what she said. It would have been so clutch to have that quote in my mind, and I will memorize that quote from now on because it would have been perfect here. Just the nonsense. Here's the thing: if she's skipping out on being with you to go hang out with her friends, it don't seem like she too much care about your aura. It don't. It's giving the aura isn't given what needs to be gave, and so the fact that you're pulling back the aura might actually be a good thing because she don't want it. You can go give your aura to your mans. The mans you had the best time with the night before. Just go give it to those mans. Bring back Derek Jackson. Anyway, all right. I think, well, let me hear. Maybe there's some like really useful nuggets at the end. Because at the end of at the end of like the video is where the real substantive work is done. So let's see. Let's see.
She can't get that again until she start acting right, until she prove how apologetic she is. And you know what? To wrap this video up, bro, if she disappeared on you, bro, if she ghosted you, flaked on you with something, or whatever the case is, and she wants to really prove how sorry she is and apologetic, oh no, she better enthusiastically be babysitting children all night while you playing freaking PlayStation, or right after she cooked you dinner and you playing PlayStation, and she can't yap one word of irritation to you. She can't nag one word of irritation. None of that G shit. Let her prove how sorry she is like that. Right?
These men are children. These men are children. You want to know what I'm sure about? I am sure there's so many men in the comments just excited. If you want to play games, go play games. What do you mean? So you're assuming y'all have children, and the person you have children with, that's they're babysitting y'all's children. They're babysitting y'all's children, and what you want to do is play game. That you want to play. Period. Period. I'm sorry. If these are the relationships y'all are in, y'all can vet. Y'all can vet. Y'all can vet. Y'all just don't want to vet. In a way. TF1288 has been a member for 27 months. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that so much. No, I feel like these men are not that smart. Right? They really not that smart. And so if these are the advice online, who are they pulling a fast one on? That actually makes sense. He assumes these women are trapped because who else would put up with this? Yeah. I think that this only works for women who have prioritized and centered men, and may not think so highly of themselves and their ability to have access to other men. And so they have to they think they have to put up with someone doing something like this. That is the only way that this makes sense to me, because no reasonable woman that I know of is gonna sit around and have this man play in their face like that. Like, if you don't go get out and get a job talking about you want to play PlayStation and you can't go, no.
Right after she cooked a whole full course meal and you playing PlayStation, she can't nag, she can't irritate you, she can't, no complaining. That's how she apologized to you. That's what she need to do to prove herself again. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, we gonna see. We gonna see how good of a babysitter you are now. Now we gonna see how great of a daycare that throat need to be.
All right, and this is where he lost me, because now you're getting too toxic. All right. So, what did we learn today? Let me just hit the intro just for refresh. What we learned today is that the men giving advice online aren't doing anything. And so all of us generally should know how to vet. And I don't believe when people say they don't know how to vet, because if these are the games men are playing, it's like, it's not even, it's like tic-tac-toe. You know how they're like, playing chess, not checkers. No, it's tic-tac-toe. It's like hopscotch. It's like very obvious, and ain't nobody trying to do none of that. But I need y'all's help because I want to discuss in detail, and I do not, because I wasn't going to come live tonight, but um, I do not, do not, do not, do not, do not, I do not have an outline. I just know that I've been watching Love is Blind, and I think it is one of the most toxic seasons that I've ever seen. And the men's are not okay. Not only are the men not okay, right? Not only are the men not okay, why do these men have so much baggage that these women have to overcome? Like, I don't understand. Like, why do these men have all this baggage that the women have to overcome? And I do recognize that a lot of this is TV, right? A lot of this is for TV and virality and like discussion, conversation starters. So for me, I don't really look at this as if it's like absolute truth and this actually happened. But as I'm watching and I'm going through the couples, there is only one that I slightly like. And the one that I slightly like, the man is still cheating, messaging his ex and lying about it. FYI, spoilers, spoilers, and more spoilers. Because everyone getting dragged, not by me, but by the world. Enough of him. Girl, you're far behind. Thank you, Ken. You've been a member for 18 months. I appreciate that so very much. All right. So let's do it by couple. Let's do it by couple. I'm not even. Actually, let me just follow this. I'm going to go with the lady that is one of my favorites and that everyone seemed to hate. Why y'all hate Hannah? That's the question I want to ask. Why do you all hate Hannah? Hannah ain't done nothing but drag this man, as she should. Hannah been dragging this man, as she should. And I want, if there is a Hannah hater in the chat, jump up here. I am fully Team Hannah. Fully Team Hannah. She's wouldn't belittle. Let me put up Waddle's comment. She's wouldn't be. Is she wouldn't belittling, or is he just a child? Is Nick just Nick to me is the example of someone who has never had to lift a finger to do anything as an adult. His mom and dad, his parents just show up and take care of absolutely everything. This man don't know anything about finance, investing, woman, relationship. He knows absolutely nothing. If you appear with this man, he will drive you up the wall because he's absolutely useless. He's absolutely useless. She is like his mother now. She's like his mother. And he lied. First of all, in the pods, he sat up there and lied. He sat up there and lied and misrepresented who he was. Because I'm sure Hannah thought she was talking to a black king. I. Yeah, the girl is her football player. The girl is her football player, and all of them were like, "Ooh, he is this, he is that." This man is like 5'7" at most. No height shaming, all height matter, all of that foolishness. Period. It's just there was a representation of self that I felt was a lot misleading. When he said he looked better than Travis Kelsey, I was like zooming in. Girl, I was zooming in. And that is not a matter of perspective. Ain't nobody ever told you that. Ain't nobody ever told you that. Sir, Nick, no one has ever agreed with that statement. Not even your parents. So it is wild to me for this kicker to be up here talking about, oh, I play professional football. You know what people thought they are imagining in their head. So I do fundamentally agree that he lied. One, two, they met and Hannah was not into him physically. And I do think Hannah should have just left at that point. But I think the show creates incentives around staying and like getting something out of the experience, even if you don't necessarily like the person that you're with. So I will give her some grace for that. They went on a date. Where were they? In Mexico, and he wanted to go ride a duck. And I don't blame Hannah for being disgusted by this grown man talking about, I want to ride a duck. First of all, sir, you told this woman you were a football player. You told this woman that you were attractive and muscular and all of that. None of which were true, right? And then she sees you and you are this little thing that she's like, oh, let me give him a try. And then you want to go ride a duck. You just gonna make the image worse. You just gonna decide to go ride a duck, right? So I'm with Hannah all the way. Is Hannah rude? Yes. Is Hannah mean? Yes. Is is Hannah maybe kind of verbally disrespectful most of the time and is enabled by her friends to be absolutely disrespectful? Yes. Does Hannah have the ick? Probably. Do I think the fact that Hannah is not attracted to Nick in the least bit is why she disrespects him continuously? Probably. But does he deserve it? No one deserves to be disrespected. Let me say that. Let me say that. First and foremost, no one deserves to be disrespected. However, Nick literally is trying to treat everyone around him like his parent, and that the girlfriend needs to like step in the place of his parent to take care of him. And I think that is wild. Um, Hannah said she was a cheerleader. She was. Did Hannah misrepresent how she looked? Yes, but it looked like Nick was really into Hannah regardless. So neither here nor there. I am glad that Hannah came back and told Nick, look, we're not getting married. You're a boy. She said, I feel like I'm raising you. I've raised you from a boy into a man. And I looked at her when she said that and I thought, that is diabolical. That is to look at a grown man and tell him in a couple months you raise him from being a boy into a man in his face on national TV is nasty work. Then Hannah is going to go sit with the girls and say, oh, you know what? I would never tell him this because you know how sensitive men are about their performance. So, like, I would never say that. With a microphone on her and a camera in her face, she decided that she's going to tell us that Nick is not good in bed, but she would never tell him this, and she would never want to shame him. You do realize there's a camera. You do realize there's a camera, right? And you're mic'd. So the thing that you don't want to tell him because you want to be kind to him and you want him to be there and feel like he's the man, you do realize he's gonna rewatch it, and not only will he see it, but the world. Girl, she said lights, camera, action. The dragging begin. So is Hannah a terrible person? Depending on how you define terrible. It depends, girl. It depends on it depends. So in this relationship, I am team Hannah. I think this man needs to grow up. I think that him trying to flirt with the girl that left Hannah's best friend was disgusting. I think him riding the dock and then having that lady call his fiance jealous was weird. I think he's weird. I think the fact that he doesn't have any kind of investment, he doesn't have any kind of future planning, he doesn't really do much in terms of upward mobility in his own life, that he lives in his mother's basement and he just doesn't do anything, doesn't pay for his phone bill, doesn't he does nothing. This man does absolutely nothing. I can see how anyone with him would be absolutely out of their mind. Hannah made Trader Joe's pasta in leather jackets. No, and also talking about cooking, he definitely lied to her and told her he know how to cook. Am I misremembering this? I remember him saying in the pods that he was a good cook. And then he was asking how do you boil pasta? How do you boil water essentially? So it's gonna be a no from me. Don't forget the 10 things I hate about you. Oh, okay. That's why she's my kind of petty. Hannah is my kind of petty. Thank you, Waddles. I appreciate this. She is. Have I written a note and put it somewhere to pretend like it's my diary so that someone else can find it? I have. In my passive aggressive era, I have. What do you? That was so diabolical. The fact that she left notes on the bed table and for him to find dragging him, talking about how he is a weak a nothing a B word. It was nasty. All right. Hannah is a mean girl. Yeah. Yeah. There's no this I completely had forgotten about this, and that was mean. Um on a real note, let me be clear. I think you should leave when it's this bad and you're that incompatible. However, if you do stay, I don't think it's wise to always talk down, and treat poorly the person that you're with. They, Nick obviously does not measure up to Hannah. It is what it is. But if you're going to be with someone, you're going to have to be with someone. So don't date down and then treat people poorly. Don't do that. Don't date down intellectually, financially, and then treat and be abusive to people. Like that's weird and disgusting. Don't do it. If you're going to date down, note that it comes with a lot of burden and maybe a lot of ego stroking. And you are going to have to be careful with how you talk to people and engage with people because it's not right. Yeah, you're right. Hannah is a terrible person. Yeah, yeah. I want to side with her because Nick is just so bad, but she is also bad. Both of them are terrible people in my book. All right. Alex and Tim. I'm gonna skip Alex and Tim. I'm gonna skip them and come back. No. So here's the thing. Alex fell asleep. Y'all already know this is full of spoiler. So the fact that Alex fell asleep when Tim's parents came about, I could have foreseen that. I could have forced. I am not Team Tim. Tim is this. Tim is one of the passive aggressive abuser type people, and I don't like those people. I don't like when Tim knows the camera is on, and I feel like he's playing for the camera. But something that Alexandra did in the beginning off screen that we didn't get to see should have ended the relationship. And this is why I have empathy for Tim. But I feel like once you decide to stay, you need to fix it. But I heard that Alex put her hand over Tim's mouth and like shut it down when Tim was talking because she was telling him to shut up, right? I didn't see it, but they both agree that that happened and she apologized for it. There is not enough apology in the world after you put your hands on me in that disrespectful way when we're out in public. It is done. There is nothing. For me, it only escalates from there. And I'm not giving you the chance to disrespect me another time. She has this very detached, emotionally, sort of, her attachment is very not there. Like there are times when it feels like she likes him, and the problem is that she doesn't know how to show it. And while I have empathy for that, that is something you go to therapy for. You don't expect your partner to forgive you after you disrespect them continuously. That is wild. He said that he made a barbecue or whatever for her entire family, and he was there chilling, helping, doing whatever. And he said she didn't even say thank you at the end of the night. Another strike, I am gone. So, like, I am not here to defend just the women here or the men. The problem is that Tim seemed to be too weak. Tim wanted someone to make him feel like he is a good, strong man. And he's not. He can't put sentences together. He's not the best speaker. He's not very articulate. He's not very emotionally aware. But I think that he's trying, from what I see, to be a good person. And I feel like it's a play because the way he left her on the show was really mean. And for me, that said everything about him. That it said, you are going to be mad at her after filming 4 hours with your parents, and she's up and she's tired and she went to take a 1 hour nap. And you just got mad and you broke up with her. At least say it was like a compounding of things. It's not just this one thing in isolation. It's like all the disrespect that I could understand. But I also think Tim is not very good at talking. I, I, ju- I just feel like Tim wasn't good at talking. Um, Someone said they don't think Tim liked her. Um, I don't know. I think she's insecure. Um, I think that this is all my speculation now. Based on the way she, before they did the reveal, she had a lot of thoughts in her head about her body type and whether or not the guy on the other side is going to like her, and she was really in her head about how she looks, and she was beating herself up while trying to like give herself a pep talk, right? And I feel like that informs kind of how she shows up in the world, where she doesn't seem very confident. She just comes off as really mean to him. Her and Hannah are really mean people. Alex and Hannah are really like really mean. Tim though gives very passive aggressive. He doesn't come forward and say what he feels in the moment. He waits. And like it almost is as if he's waiting for that one moment to like strike. And it's not like he's waiting for a moment to sit with her and talk through the issue. It's like he's waiting for a moment when she's vulnerable to like attack her. And I don't like that. Um, Also, the way it ended feel like someone told him that he needed to leave. His man probably called to tell him, "You better get off that show. I'ma leave." You know, like, let's move. Let's move on. Let's move on because my thoughts, my thoughts on thoughting. All right. Hmm. So the Nigerian king. When you end a relationship on TV asking someone to Venmo you the money back, why she decided that she was gonna labor and take care of this man? Why did? Oh my god! The fact that you don't know this man, you have never been with this, like you met this man less than a month ago or a month ago, however long you're in the pods. He don't have a job and you just gonna start paying for his life. This man was bumming it in your home and you were completely fine with that. That is wild. That is absolutely wild to me. And the fact that he has these inclinations, let's call them, and she seems surprised by these inclinations is wild. Because every time this man made a joke, absolutely every time that he made a joke, he referenced this one very specific thing that he's into. And she just like, ha ha ha. You're like, ah. I'm sitting there like, girl, the Nia. So you just not gonna pay attention at all. You just gonna pretend like he's not saying what he's saying. He's literally telling you every single time what he likes to do, and you ignore him every single time, talking about, oh my God, we're so compatible, we're so nice, this is so amazing. I don't care. I used to care if a man had a degree and his job. I used to care a lot about all of these things. But with Stephen, this Nigerian person just changed it for me. I don't really care about a job. I don't care if he can afford anything. I don't care. I just want love. It's like, girl. So you're just gonna lower your standards. And then him, Mr. African Prince. Mr. African Prince decided to cheat on you in the hotel while everyone is there. That is wild. Mind you, this man had already told her in the pods that he'd been cheating. The man said, look, girl, let me tell you, I cheat. I be cheating. She's like, oh, well, it only happened. I'm so sorry. What? So you just thought he just not going to cheat on you. You just different. You just need to tell me you cheat once. That's it. That's it. Just you cheat. Oh, all right, period. Well, good luck with whoever take you in your cheating self. Now, in defense of Monica, I can understand wanting something to work. I can understand feeling pressured because the camera is on you to go through and do well. Maybe get some deals after this, which is this is what I don't understand. This is not just a quote unquote marriage. This is a business opportunity. This is a business opportunity that all of them are deciding that they're going to squander because they just can't keep it together. Like all these men are embarrassing, like all of them. Tim has been, from the one we just discussed, Tim has been the least embarrassing one thus far. But this is embarrassing. Like, how are you going to cheat on her on national TV? And Monica coming out talking about, oh, I didn't look through your phone. No, girl, you look through the phone. It's fine. I'm going to look through it too. You followed your female intuition and you were right. Don't explain yourself to anyone. Talking about, oh, he went to this and we thought this and blah, blah, blah. No, you wanted to look through that phone. And nobody got time for that foolishness. All right, let's move on. Trash, don't care. They left. You want to know what I hate? I hate when men start talking about their money and how much money they have. I'm not even going to get into this. I'm just going to do this part. Oh, I have so much money, 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 money. And then be mad when people want money from him. It's like, girl, you know you are not attractive, you know no one cares about you, you know you don't have a personality, and that's why you lead with your money. And so that's what you're offering. You're literally offering, you're not offering personality, you're not offering joke, you're not offering compatibility, you're not offering kindness, you're offering money. Every 2 seconds you talk about your money. So money is what people want. Girl, ain't nobody got time for you to whine and cry. It's like those what do you call him? The alpha people, you know, the red pill dusty people talking about women want money. Women want money. These women only want money. And so you have to get money to get these women. And then when women, attractive women say, we want money, they get mad. Like, I thought y'all were in the same paradigm. Y'all are in Miami together. You know what it is. Just, just go in and play your part. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right. If you're dating a man and he comes to you and say, I'm a feminist, run. Run as fast. Run as fast and as far away as you possibly can. Just run. If they volunteer this information to you and they have 3 locks hanging from the back of their head for absolutely no reason, Ponytail, how you doing, girl? How you doing, my Rastafarian brother? Like, how you doing? In my Wendy Williams voice, like the fact that Marissa, girl, the fact that y'all still together apparently is wild to me. The fact that y'all are still together, she is so beautiful too. She is so beautiful, and I don't want to hear y'all say it. I don't want y'all to say it because what if they say they're traditional? Also run. Also run. Not Petty, because Petty, I hit dog will holler, Petty. I hit dog will holler. You sitting up there talking about your feminist. The fact that she saw this man, spoke to this man, and decided this man is the one is still very confusing to me. It is very confusing, and I don't think you should prejudge. I don't think you should prejudge. I think that people can have all kinds of sexuality, people can love, people can care, people can be flexible when they think about men or women. But like, girl, girl, so like I haven't even gotten over the fact that 3 Locks and Marissa are together and she's okay being with him. Like I haven't gotten over that. And I notice how his voice changes when he's around the men. It drops like 3 octaves, right? But then when he gets too comfortable, girl, that friend, when they went food shopping, when they went food shopping, when they went food shopping, I was like, all right, girl. All right. Hey, whoa. Anywho, so I've never gotten over that. Never gotten over it. It doesn't make sense to me, but to each their own. We all show up in different ways. It doesn't mean you're this. It doesn't mean you're that. Don't try to make people what they're not. If he says he's this, right? If they say I'm gonna check him, I'm gonna check him. Anywho, I'm fine. I'm like, all right, haven't gotten over that. He goes, I could not date you if you were still in the military. All right. I could not date. I left my wife because our faith changed. I'm like, all right. I am a feminist. I'm like, all right. I don't like war. I don't like this. I am a feminist. I'm the progressive. I am the I am the arbiter of doom for everyone that is not progressive. I live by my faith. Women have choice. Women are powerful. Women are great. Blah, blah, blah. Great, great, great. Yes, yes, yes. Anti-war. I'm a social justice warrior. Also, I don't use condom. Wait, wait, wait. Girl, what? You don't do what now? So you want to force her into changing all these chemicals in her body by going on pills that she don't want to go on because you don't want to wear a condom? How did that make sense? You got mad. Locks got mad at this girl because she didn't want to be intimate with him when she was on whatever, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And he's gonna come up, and this is the manipulation that I despise. Because he's on TV, he can say what he wants, right? So he comes and he says, I don't want to pressure you, but I just want to know if this is how it's gonna go. Like, it's not really an issue. I just want to know because, like, I just want to talk because you don't want to be into. Girl, if you don't get out of my face, if it is not an issue, why are you bringing it up? You are trying to force her to do things with you that she is not comfortable doing. And instead of saying it with your chest so you can be dragged for it, you decide to put it on her. And because she want to maintain a relationship with you, she is compromising and bending and trying to figure out how to make it work. You're forcing her to go on pills because you don't want to wear a condom. You're forcing her to engage intimately with you when she doesn't feel like it. And you expect us to believe that you're a good person. You're a degenerate. And the thing is, this is the woman in the show that I like the most. She is the one in the show that I like the most because she does seem like a absolute sweetheart. Now things might have changed. Haven't seen that yet. But she's also very desperate. And that makes me sad. Because she is a beautiful woman. She's a sweet, kind person. And it just feels like this man gets to run amok. Mind you, they look like they're brothers and sisters. Before we move on, let's acknowledge the fact that they look exactly alike and their children, I already know what their kids would look like, and that is wild. Get that inverse Nigerian off the screen. I want to know what she thinks about him and his thoughts and his sexuality and all of that. Like, I want to, not homosexuality, but like his sexuality and his wanting intimacy in that way, because it does feel like there's a performance. Like he's trying to perform as if he's so into it with a woman. I mean, with her. It feels like he's trying to like pretend that all right. Hey, let's move on because if I stay on here, yeah, she's my favorite thus far though. In terms of people that I really really like, um, I like she's just uh, I don't know, she's just such a sweetheart, and I just feel really bad. And she's not gonna let him go. She not she. You know how we say she was desperate. You know how we said Marissa was desperate. That desperation is dwarfed by this desperation right here. There is zero reason. There is absolutely no reason for Ashley to still be with this man outside of I am desperate and I have low self esteem and I don't know how to move on because it ain't love. It cannot be love. All of these people throwing the word love around trash. Nope. get it out of your vocabulary. You don't even know these people, parents. You don't know their middle name. A lot of y'all don't know their real ages. Don't even know if they have 1, 2, or 3 children. That is weird. He looks like Struggle Shema more in Tyler Perry movie. He does. It is weird to me, and I feel like this is the issue. Because, like, she's gonna come out here and cry and whine about, oh, it's me. This man lied to your face about something as significant as having children, and you decided that you're going to take a leap of faith out of a plane with him so that y'all can, I don't know, jump over the foolishness. Talking about, oh my God, I was a donor. You were a donor. How? How did you donate? You gonna give me, I need specifics. I need specifics. Because the fact that, and when y'all say you can't vet, these men are going on TV with children and a whole bunch of mess and women asking for money. And they're telling these women, they're out there telling these women that they're in love while everyone is outing them. And this lady, Ashley, is sticking by her man. This lady is sticking by her man. I find this to be a huge problem. I find this to be a huge, there should be no reason. She is beautiful. No, yeah, she is beautiful. She has like the most beautiful eyes that I think I've ever seen. She's a beautiful woman, right? Now, I do recognize me saying that means absolutely nothing because we're in a colorist world, right? And we're in a world where Black people aren't valued in any meaningful way. And so I understand not recognizing how externally beautiful you are. Like, I get it. And it's not something that I'm going to just kind of brush past. It is a meaningful part of the discourse. But the fact that you're still thinking about marrying a man that you found out have multiple children because he lied to you first about whether or not he had children, and then second, completely lied to you about the relationship he has with these kids, talking about, oh, I don't even know if they know me. There are Christmas pictures with him and them kids. And I see y'all on social media because they can't really say much because they can't give away the show. And there's a part of me I don't actually know. I don't know what happened, but there's a part of me that feels like they actually went through with this marriage. If they went through with this marriage, this is disgusting and diabolical. How are you going? This is sad. City girls down bad. Like, how are you marrying this man who lied to you about having children? That literally makes no sense. This peering makes no sense. Also, Love is Blind and producers, how come y'all not vetting? Because knowing that he had to have children is something y'all should have known. Now you put this woman in a situation where she's gonna be embarrassed on TV, or she's gonna stick behind. Well, I guess you're gonna be embarrassed anyway. Anyway, you slice it, she's gonna be embarrassed. If you leave, it's embarrassing for you. I don't know why, but people don't like that. People don't make it to the altar. And if you stay, that is worse. Like, why are you staying? Why are you staying with someone? Desperation plus low self-esteem equal disease. Come on, 2024. The producer should have known. If you're scouting for people to be on here, you should have known. And I do think what is happening, thank you, Ultimate Enigma. I think what is happening is the bar is lower for the men to get on the show in the way the bar is lower for a lot of public universities for men to get in because they need men. I don't think a lot of men show up to be a part of Love is Blind. I don't think so. Right? And so I think a lot of women do, though, in the way that a lot of women go to school. And so you can't really vet. for men if you need men to be a part of the process. And so they let in any riffraff. Because I do feel like if the league, which is a dating app, can vet and even find out your income to see who's well, I think they lowered the bar now because people call them elitists. I don't know why they did that. Like, if you're not going to the top 20 university, don't be on the app. I'm joking. It's a joke. It's a joke. But if an app can do that, then a show can do it too. A show can do it. Like, this is so trash, and I know that it is trash because I am very invested in the show right now. Not in any of these couples. I tune in to see the more mess that I'm going to see. Like, I'm like literally only there for the mess. I don't care nothing about these relationships, nothing about these individual people. They are commodity and they're selling a TV show, right? And it's sad because I do actually think this had potential for. No, it ain't got no potential for nothing. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and be all their secret out behind a wall and then engage in no. So let's continue. Sorry, one more thing. One more thing. I think it is absolutely disgusting, and we should continue to repeat this, that you would, if this is your child, if these are your children, and you're actually a father to these children, and when we say father, girl, I just mean that you actually, your name is on the birth certificate, you care about the children, and you show up for the 1 or 2 times a year, to call them, to say that you were a sperm donor in reference to your children is disgusting. They are going to grow up and they're going to see it. The mother came out apparently and said that he said he was going on the show to get money and make life better for them. And so I don't know if Ashley is the come up woman. I don't know. I don't know if Ashley is the come up woman. Whose money you gonna get for them kids? Is it Ashley's? Who knows? But she's sticking beside her man. And I fear that they made it down the aisle. I fear them two made it down the aisle. It would suck if they went down the aisle and he's the one who said no after all of that. Just pull a reverse Uno. Just pull a reverse Uno. Also, I think they should ask all the men first. Do you you should ask all of the men about I do first. Not you should start with the man. Tyler has been exposed on TikTok. He had an affair with the woman who had 3 kids and he owes 30K in child support. Yeah, I know that. I saw that. Not only that, so for my lesbians in the chat, is the word stud derogatory? Is the Because look, the studs love me. I don't know about y'all, but the studs love me. So a stud is a more masculine presenting lesbian woman, right? And so apparently the story goes that there was a married couple, a lesbian couple, and one of the women in the relationship, one of them cheated with him, who was supposed to be a donor for their children, but ultimately cheated. And so I'm thinking it is not the stud. You know what? I'm just gonna leave this. I'm just gonna end this. I'm just gonna go ahead and end this conversation here. I appreciate that. Let's move on. Let's Can you imagine? You come home and you see you find out that your stud wife has cheated on you. Oh, no, 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 no. I know. I know. Every time I go out, every single time I go out, there is some stud person that is trying to buy me a drink. It has never failed. It has never, I have never been to a lesbian bar where a stud isn't trying to pick me up. do do I, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. I usually am the one to buy drink for people, but every time if I go to a lesbian bar, I have the most fun because I just get drinks bought for me. I'm like, oh, okay, period. Okay, period. Oh, I know. Someone said understood. Oh, I know. I know. when it, when I shouldn't tell this story. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. One of the ladies came up to me once after they bought me a drink, and I felt so violated. She bought me a drink. She bought me a drink, and I'm just like, there. By the way, the reason I like this lesbian bar, because I shouldn't even be there. They have like game system there. And for some reason I don't play games at home. Now I have my this. I will. But like for some reason when you're out and you're playing it, it's kind of fun. But that's the only place that I know in town that has it. So I'm like out there like right, like I like doing that. So anyway, she buys me a drink, and I'm just there, like like rocking and like dancing with someone because like she bought me a drink, so now I have to like. Why this lady hand went around my waist talking about why, why her hand went around my waist and she was right up behind me. And mind you, she's like, yay, big. She's like, she like, yay, big, right? And she behind me, and she probably on her tippy toes at this point. She probably on her tippy toes, whispering in my ear, and I'm like, I mean, that is not the crazy part. Because like I'm drinking, she bought me a drink now, so I'm like, I feel like I can't tell her to stop. So it's like whatever. Why she started trying to fool me? Yeah, when she fooled me, I feel so bad. I feel so bad because like I had I had she prepared me. I'm not going to tell you what she whispered in my ear, but um if she had prepared me for what was coming next, I might have like given. I might have given, but I wasn't ready. Because when you started trying to fold someone over, like I didn't know that was coming. So like I like moved away a little bit because I was frightened. Like it's not like I'm telling you to stop. Like, I mean, I wasn't telling you to stop yet, right? But like I was just nervous. I wasn't ready. I wasn't meant I wasn't meant to I was not mentally prepared. And so I think I frightened her when I like moved and she just kind of scurried off. Just kind of scurried off. And I just had my drink. And I was like, do I finish the drink? I feel like I gave her enough of me. And I paid for my drink. She treated. I felt like she was treating me well until she tried to bet, like to. I was like, but who knows? Who knows what could have been? We probably could have been together right now. We could have been in a, we could have had a great relationship, but she scurried off before I got the chance to apologize for frightening her. As a big strong man. Hmm, I need to ask. I need to go back and ask why these women are so these lesbian women are so into me. I think it's my waist to hip ratio. Don't worry. Don't worry. I have big my back and my chest so that I could throw off the I could now my upper body is bigger than my lower body. That took a while. That took all right, let's go back to this foolishness. um I'm kind of over them. Initially like this couple, currently don't like them. I don't like a liar. And if you lied to me, you're cheating. So the fact that Taylor doesn't realize that her man over here is cheating on her is weird. He lied about the text, and that is enough. And the fact here's the thing. This is how I know these men aren't smart, right? It is the fact that she knew for a fact he lied. She caught him in a lie, and then she made up in her head an excuse for the lie. He said, "Do you want to see my phone?" And instead of accepting the phone and looking through it, she was like, "No." Okay, so you want to be in ignorance. You want to be in ignorance. Don't know what's going to happen to them. Don't actually care what's going to happen to them. It is weird to sit up there and pretend like you didn't know that your man is cheating on you. Now, that is weird. Talking about, oh, I wanted to be 200% sure and now I'm not. So I don't want to bring you to meet my mom. Then you go meet your mom, lie to your mom, pretend like nothing is wrong, and then you all are back together, ignoring the fact that he definitely was texting his ex. He lied to you about texting his ex, and then he brought it up, forgetting that he told you what he told you in front of other people, and you caught him, and you decided to just lie to yourself. Ain't nobody got time. And like I don't have time. I actually really like them as a couple because it felt like they were very cerebral. They sat down and they kind of talked through like really important things about where they're gonna live, what they're gonna do, how they communicate, how they engage. What like it was very thoughtful the way that they engage. To find out that he's a cheater and she just delusional and lied to herself about him cheating is weird. Like is weird. Also, he got an upgrade. I wish I had that picture, but dude went to the gym. Dude grew his hair out. I don't think he grew his hair out. This is impossible to grow out. You have to get hair implants, right? You're going, you're not about to convince me. You're not about to convince me. You just grow these out. These Vegeta. Let's see. Wait, was that it? Girl, that was it. Well, I can't believe that was it. Anyway, so that was my review thus far. I'm pretty excited about the new season, well, the new episode. So I'm gonna do that. Before we do, we're going to get into some game, and I'm gonna play one more level with you all. Did my game just shut off? Can someone tell me what's happening? Yeah, let me. All right, there we go. All right, let's go in the after show. All right. Why do they keep saying controller is connecting? Let's see. Let's see if I can beat this level before I go. Wait, why can't I move? Okay, see, this is the foolishness that I don't like right here. Girl, why can't Kenny, why can't I move? Why can't I move, Kenny? So one controller is working and the other is not? Is the battery dead? Why is this not working? All right, I tried. Hello?
Yeah, just take one of the control. Oh, it's moving. Okay, never mind. That's one.
Wait, is it? No, it's not.
Oh, take them out of the sleeve thing.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, and press the button, the little button on both of them.
What little button?
The little circle button.
At the bottom?
Yeah, turn them off. That turns them off.
Oh.
And then turn them back on. How many lights are on?
There are two lights on this. The one that's not working, and there's one light on the one that is working.
Oh, the other one is registered as second player.
Oh, yo. All right. Well, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to shut it off.
All right.
I'll talk to you in the Discord. Hopefully, I can fix it. All right. I don't even know how to turn this. I don't even know how to turn this off. So, what I'm going to do is go fix it. I'm thinking if I should go out now. I might go out, but who knows? All right. That is all. I'm really sad that no one came up to talk to me, but such is life. Thank you all. I am going to, for those who are not members, I'll give you until tomorrow to have this up, but I'm going to make it private because, like, I've been out of pocket and I don't want this out. So, you have like a second to watch. Hey, Kosha.
Hey friend, how you been?
I'm good. I haven't heard from you in a while. I missed you.
I've been being a social media 304. I've been not faithful to YouTube. I've been on the TikToks and the other places.
Period. How have you been? Have you been watching Love is Blind?
No, I haven't. We in the hurricanes and stuff, so
Oh, yeah. How are you?
fine. I think the news. I'm not where other stuff is, but they be overhyping the stuff. I'm not where the bad part is, but we have had our bad parts with Irma and Wilma. You just cook the food in your freezer.
No, period. Wait, what is? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, and have a barbecue, and you be hot for a little bit, and you keep on.
Wait, have a barbecue in the
after the hurricane.
In the hurricane.
What you gonna do with all that food in your deep freezer? We got deep freezers in the South. You got your ribs up in there and everything. You can't let it go bad. And you
Wait,
already
y'all have barbecue in the hurricane.
but, after the hurricane and you ain't got no electricity, you got to cook the food that's in your freezer, especially if you ain't got no,
Oh,
if
that
you got
makes
a
sense
gas
actually.
stove and you
That
got
does make
barbecue
sense.
grill and you already be done about to looking for the after the hurricane party.
Wait, not the after the hurricane. Yeah, period. I need to
Eh,
come down.
But we okay. But I was listening to you yesterday in and out. Barack just had his come to Jesus moment.
Yes. All right, good. This is something that so a lot of the elite men, let's call them that, Barack included, have been like what's his Roland Martin did something similar. They're now speaking up. Obviously, they're doing it in defense of Kamala and to whatever, but I wonder if it'll stick. Because, like, I don't feel like the climate has been welcoming of critique from Black men about
I'm gonna
Black
give
men.
Barack a pass because he grew up in Hawaii and he didn't know he had faith. He kept hope alive. He made the fatherhood initiative because he say they just ain't gave a chance. They just need a mentor and they just need a non-profit to help get them on the right track. And then he didn't know they had been talking about women bad. And the only thing they want to do is whine about child support. It took Black men out the home, and he just had the realization that fatherhood initiative he created and helped put forward. You can't save them. They don't want to be saved. Barack, and I give him a pass because he grew up in Hawaii. He didn't know. And that's okay because he elite.
I
He
think
didn't have
that
no boots on the ground.
right. I think that his frustration though, like I'm surprised. I'm actually really surprised that he articulates the frustration. Like I obviously I agree, but like I'm so surprised that he like actually said it out loud.
But that's the thing you're supposed to do.
No,
When
yeah.
you see that you made a mistake, you just like, you know what? I made a mistake. And he ain't said it, but basically, he like, I had more faith in them than they had in themselves. And I recognized that they didn't want to be saved. And you admit it, and then you move forward.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah. No, I think that was interesting. And then Nina Turner's response is very sort of
Oh, sick of
um
Nina. We didn't know she was that stupid. It say, I didn't know you was a fool until you opened your mouth and proved it. And
the
we
thing,
thought,
go
I
ahead.
thought she was better. But this lady still running around here mad about burning, and she articulating these same talking points because when she didn't talk that stuff in the past, we didn't know she was that dumb. But now I know she is that dumb. She should have kept her mouth quiet.
The thing is, I don't actually agree that she's dumb. I think she might
Oh,
be smart, but I
she
find
got a
that
lot of mammy in her.
that's such a mean word. I think that her willingness and wanting to like defend Black men is also like grandstanding. But I don't fully know why.
I'm gonna
Because
tell you how dumb
go ahead.
she is. This how dumb she is. She said that Black men have the same problem that Black women who are being unalive and neglected in hospitals when giving birth, that Black men got them same issues. You can't tell me you smart after you made that dumb statement because I ain't knew Black men was up there dying at the same rates as Black women in childbirth. I didn't know that was taking place. I didn't know that we was neck and neck in the deaths when giving birth with Black men.
I do agree with you there too. That the the maternal health and the paternal health being combined in the way that she did it is weird. It's almost like so like it feels like there is a concern about Black men, but no one knows what it is, and no one can articulate it fully for what the help is supposed to be. And
It's
as a black man, I don't like my help. The thing that I want isn't for men specifically. It's for like the black community, while recognizing that black women have very specific needs. But I don't like there's no like what about the men for me, because it's like outside of what black women want and what the community want, there's not a really black men specific issue. Maybe criminal justice, but like I don't fully know what they're talking about.
well, that what Nina Turner said is like me saying, well, we got problems too with prostate problems. We got the same issue that black men have with high deaths from prostate cancer. I got the same issues. I need for y'all to address my issue with the high mortality rate that black men have, because we women got them same issues too. That's how dumb what she said sounded.
I'm gonna cling on to the low sperm count thing, and I'm
Stop
gonna be
smoking weed.
advocating. I'm gonna advocate for black men, and for more investigation in low sperm count.
Um, and it could have been during the just say no period when they were saying something about weed have an impact on your sperm count.
Yes,
Well,
smoking generally.
they need to stop smoking. Then maybe their sperm count to get up.
And it's diabolical.
See, they didn't even know that the YT man was trying to keep the black birth rate down by making weed legal for them to smoke.
The funny thing is our birth rate is still the highest.
I don't know about Maria and Hector and Jose and Jesus. They still having children.
No, let me not cite to Tasha K. I was about to bring up something Tasha K said about recruiting black men, but we know she lying, so I'm not even going to do that. I ain't even going to do that to my Asian brother and sister. But wait, go ahead.
It's no conclusive studies that soy have any impact on men. They say it's inconclusive. I would say I would not be on soy milk or soy products and stuff. It's one of the things that they tell women to take when we have hot. Well, I'm 50 years old and I'm not going through the change yet, but it's one of the things they recommend women do to combat.
Wait, what was your thoughts on that 64-year-old woman having calling her baby daddy?
What she call her baby? What you mean, 64-year-old woman? I missed that one.
Girl, let me pull it up for you. You missed it. Let me show it to you.
But I wonder if they have any impact on the Asian birth rates, because don't they eat a lot of soy products? It was just something that would be playing in my mind. I ain't putting no research into it, but I just wondered. Besides that, they women over there don't want them, in Korea, and they 4B movement.
I think it's like really complicated.
I've been trying to get.
Wow, by the way, with women choosing not to have children, and the economy being bad.
They want to say feminism destroyed us. What liberated women was Depo-Provera and Norplant in the 90s. It liberated women. It gave us that good old birth control that cut these birth rates down significantly. I want to give a shout out to the Depo-Provera, the Mirena, the Paragard, and the Norplant. That's what liberated women.
I want your thoughts on this.
Go ahead.
Want to hear my opinion on that? You will never. You will never. Yeah, I don't care. That is my opinion there. I do not care. I care nothing about an Erica Mena. I care nothing about a Safari. I care nothing about them together, separate, whatever. I don't care. There's nothing about the two of them that I care about or care to engage with at all. Not even a little. Not even a little. Okay. I don't blame you. This 62-year-old woman is calling her baby daddy to let him know that she is pregnant. That sentence is wild. Yeah. Yeah, that sentence That, that sentence is wild.
How old she is? If she's in her 50s, she could actually be that because
I said 62. Apparently, she's 64. She's gonna play. I'm gonna play it. I think I'm playing it now. Hey, whoa. Yeah.
she should have been took care of that.
She's about to threaten. She's about to threaten. She's about to threaten to put him on child support. And like, I'm just at 6.
Well, he gonna be like a lot of black men. They gonna still be a lot of men.
But you haven't been answering your phone. Yes, it is.
Judy, I've been busy, Judy. I apologize. I've been caught up.
Well, you know you got a baby coming, right?
Baby who?
Your baby.
My baby.
Yes, yes, you do have one too. You have one coming.
I have one coming.
Yes, you do. What?
How that happen? How they tell you?
You know how it happened.
Don't make no baby, Judy.
Well, we'll see when the DNA test comes. So what are you trying to say? I'm out here sleeping all around?
You sleeping somewhere?
No, I'm not neither.
Judy, I ain't being honest here, Judy. Something ain't right.
You'll find out when we have that DNA test done. That's all I got to say. I'm not gonna get my blood pressure up back and forth with you. We're just gonna have that done, and then we'll go from there.
I understand, Judy, but something must be wrong now, Judy. Oh, yeah.
So I'm not gonna have anything else to say to you because I'm really pretty much pissed off at you because you ain't been answering your phone. You going on? I'm gonna put your ass on child support because I am not going through this shit no more. Oh, you bitch, you can get a DNA. We can go down there and get a DNA test.
Well, Becky ain't no deadbeat. Now he doing what he got to do.
Okay, so let's do what we have to do.
Let's straighten
And that DNA test will straighten it out since you don't believe it. I thought you was better than that, but I see you're not.
Stand up now. Stand up for what he supposed to.
Well, then, because when Peanut being born, I'm going to put your ass on child support.
And the beauty of this is this here. She don't have to wait till the baby be born. She is advanced maternal age. She gonna have an amniocentesis before the baby get here, and that baby, the paternity test could be done before the baby even born off of that amnio, and her child support could start in utero. And he ain't got to worry about. They're gonna be taking child support out his Social Security check. That baby gonna be okay, unless he got a whole bunch of other babies out there gonna be getting money off the Social Security check. Then the baby gonna be all right.
Having a child in your 60s is wild. I think this is probably lie. She's probably trolling him or lying to him or something.
But the reality is this: actually, she may not can get pregnant because black women actually take care of the situation. After we don't have we like tied up, snip it up, whatever. But men create babies in their 60s and they be tricking with them young girls and getting babies and spreading them autistic genes all over the world because they don't get the snip. But a lot of women get the tubal ligations, so they can't, get pregnant anymore. But men look at Larry King.
Yeah.
He had a whole set of twins.
I'm just thinking about the stress that a baby has on one's body, and to be going through that in your 60s feels like so unnecessary.
I mean, I don't know why she hadn't took care of it. She probably thought she couldn't have no babies, and she done got a change of life, baby. That's what they call a change of life, baby.
That is wild. But good luck to her and him if there is in fact a child.
And with these new laws, she ain't even get no abortion because they ain't like. So if she after 6 weeks or whatever, she out of luck. She just gonna have to die with preeclampsia.
Wait. Oh my God, that is so sad. This is an implication that is like obviously not ever discussed because it's so unlikely. But yeah, imagine being like over like 60.
Actually, my auntie my auntie, some years ago, her father-in-law had got his girlfriend pregnant. Now she was her father-in-law. My auntie was good and probably in her 40s or something. So you know what made him, and she had to have some abortion because it happens. Because some women, especially black women, we
And
can
how
have babies.
old was that? How old was?
I think he was probably in his 60s. Now these men be dating young, so she probably was in her mid-50s or something. I don't know, but and I was younger then, and they say they had to take care of it.
Yeah. There are people who I know who are like in their 50s who say they can get pregnant still. Actually, a lot of people I know.
I mean, if I hadn't closed up shop, I could. I'm 50. I haven't even started to change yet. But I, snip, snip, I cleaned it up at the last time.
That is, I can't imagine that kind of trauma for someone like in their 60s. Like that, that's a lot. That
My
is a lot.
coworker, she picked at me because I was 36 and my daughter is 12 years younger than her brothers. So I got pregnant at 35, 36. And she was picking at me. How about she just had a baby over a year ago, right, 43, 44. And I didn't even get to see her because she worked day shift to pick at her for getting pregnant. So it happened and she had a great uneventful pregnancy. She didn't have any problems. So
I mean, a lot of people are like really healthy going into their 60s and 70s. And I feel like no, that's not true. Because the Gen Z, they do look older, like they do. Like I try to hide it, but like they do. But I was gonna say we're seeming to show up younger and younger, look younger and younger with each generation, but it's not true. It's not.
I hope she don't break her hip trying to push a baby out. You know that osteoporosis.
That's what I was thinking about, but I didn't want to say it. I was like, how is this delivering?
C-section, but women take care of it, after you pop the last one out, just go and take care of it. Don't get caught up. That's how I got caught up with this 12-year-old. My children grown, and I got a 12-year-old.
The oldest woman to give birth is 74. Wait, you mean at 74? Ew. That is a lot.
Man, them children, by the time them children get sick, she may not even be here. Her great grandchildren gonna have to raise them children, that baby. Not even the children. The children might be gone.
Why would you? Why would you?
But they're gonna say, my sister is my mama.
Like in my head we understood that, but none of us would ever say that. Why would you say?
But yeah, I just jumped up here to see how you was doing and to see if you your opinion on that Barack Obama.
You came up here to be messy. You came up here and be messy.
And Barack set the tone. He taught black men how to accept accountability for when they wrong. You see what Obama did? That was accountability. That is how accountability looks, man. When you wrong, you just say it like that. And these men still salty. They still salty by Stacey Abrams and black women getting their flowers by keeping Roy Moore out. And so they want their flowers, so they run into the Republican Party so they could get their flowers. Because they said black women is the Democratic Party. So black women, y'all give up y'all seat in the Democratic Party so they inexperienced self could come in and take your position. Instead of them saying, teach us how.
Actually, on that note, I do actually want to say I'm very worried. I'm very worried about this election. I'm watching the polls. I am watching what's happening. And the fact that Trump is like inching ahead is kind of weird. Um, and I'm trying to figure out how to engage politically to like get people to like actually go out and vote. Like my vote really doesn't matter. I'm still gonna vote where I am. But like if you're in Georgia, for example, Pennsylvania, like North Carolina, like I feel Florida, like these votes really do matter. And I don't know how to like impress upon people the importance of voting right now, particularly in the battleground stage. I don't know how to do it because people are like legitimately like pretending like the election is not happening. That is weird.
I know how people, and this is a catch-22. I would invite people because I did the research. I know how to give people the power back directly to the people because most states are about half and half Republican, and then you got an invisible third party, and this is just on the state level. And in Florida, you know, the only reason they get Florida is because the electoral college and how the state cut up. But when you go to the polls, you'll see how many registered Democrats, how many registered Republicans, but how it's cut up with the electoral college.
Yeah,
It
no.
influences.
The Republican Party don't have it with numbers. What they do is gerrymander in
Exactly.
an effort to win. Yeah. No.
You want me to tell you how we do it? And I will invite people to do it. State constitutional amendments, and this is on the state level, which bleeds into federal stuff, but it's really a good impact. We have what they call state constitutional amendments, which are basically laws. But what prohibits us from being able to do this and give power directly to the people is they make it mandatory that you collect signatures in person, and then they bootstrap 2 amendments together. If I could get people in Florida, would be the great state because we always in some ish to do 2 state constitutional amendments. One, that signatures could be collected online and in mail because each signature has to be verified anyway. So it doesn't matter the method in which you do it, but only people with a lot of money have been able to do it, like the Mary Jane people, the Puff Pass people, because they had the money to pay people to come in and collect signatures. Once you eradicate that and be able to get them online and in the mail, you give people the ability to take their issue, what they want to put, and put it directly before the people, not before our state legislature who have pay to play. And you give the people the power and you put each amendment to stand alone, and you literally cut our elected officials on the state level out of the process because that issues would go directly to the people, bypassing party.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of the problem is the effort by Republican, let's be very clear, to prevent the democratic process from continuing and happening by making sure that people do not have the right to vote. Stripping people of the right to vote is how the Republican Party stays in power, whether it's through gerrymandering or specific voter registration law. They're the ones trying to prevent people from voting. And the fact that people don't engage with this is annoying me. Go ahead.
I watched something during the Trump-Clinton election. I saw a couple of things that happened that was not true. And you know how they try to put the rhetoric out there. They say, oh, it was a big deal about having a driver's license or a state ID. And they made the big issue about, oh, people are voting without that. When you go to Florida state rules about voting, they listed about 13, 14 or so forms of identification, but each form of identification for voting had to have 2 things to be considered valid. It had to have a picture and a signature panel. Most of the forms that they had listed did not have both. So by default, the only one I wasn't sure about was the military ID. But by default, none of the other things that they had mentioned had those 2. So we literally already had that, but they made it a big deal and tried to make it appear that people were voting without that. The only forms that had both the signature panel our college IDs did not, it had a picture. They did not have a signature panel. So all of those methods they were trying to say that people were using was basically BS to do it. And a lot of our stuff, well, you know how they talk the talk and they make these big issues were non-existent. And then when they were talking about comparing the signatures, do you know how many people don't even have a signature on file because we literally apply for our voter registration online and they don't even have a signature to compare to an old signature panel?
Yeah, I do think that prior to the election year, we should be. This is something that I will be doing from now on. And I dropped the ball on this because, like, I do think platforms, particularly that is concerned politically, should be encouraging people to learn the rules for voter registration, one. And two, making sure that they are registered to vote. And for particularly for mail-in ballots, to the extent that, oh my God, sorry.
I went to our legislators, one of our senators on the state level. I say, you do know you can register people in high school because as long as they're 18, and this is state specific, as long as they're 18 by the next election, you could come at the beginning of the school year and catch the ones that are 18, and then you could come around January, February, and catch the other ones, and they could literally be registered in high school at like the beginning of the school year. You could literally do it. Our state legislator, our senator who I was talking with, did not even know that existed. So a lot of the people we elect don't even know the laws regarding that.
Yeah.
But when I said about the state constitutional amendment, that has so much impact when there aren't judges in seats. Our governor appoints judges. That has so much stuff and so much ramifications. If I could get me a set of people who volunteer to come down here and collect signatures in Florida and we put that on the ballot, that would be so huge because it would give the power directly to the people. And that will influence a lot of other stuff, including our voting laws, which are state specific and rules. So anybody want to help me? I already got the political action committee paperwork and everything drawn up and drafted for that state constitutional amendment. Y'all want to come down and make it a party like the Million Man March?
Period. No, can we set up a time to discuss this? Let me find my email. Because I would want to go through and we can do it like a sort of interview about it. But here you go. Email me and we'll talk.
Okay, I'm gonna keep you.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it now too.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Oh my God, I literally moved the mic.
It's okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, you have a good one, Themis.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Why did I literally move the microwave? Completely forgot for a second I was still on. Let me end this. Thank you all so much. For those who are not members, please don't feel like you have to become members. I will keep this up until tomorrow, maybe around I don't know how long, but I'll remove it tomorrow. All right. Bye.